Maxwell the cat from TikTok turned out to be a cat. Meme history. Maxwell the cat. Dingus the cat. Spinning cat is a meme with a 3D cat that sways and spins in TikTok videos to the song The Funky Russian Train. Origin. In November-December 2022, videos with a 3D model of a black and white cat swaying in different directions to the music of The Funky Russian Train went viral on TikTok. In one of the most popular videos, a cat befriends a capybara. The history of this meme goes back to 2017. Then in November, Imgur user VoidHawk42 posted a photo of a black and white cat sitting on a piece of paper. 2020. 1-0-2 Steam 3D. Dingus. At Big Old Buns. But the meme cat has another name also not real. This is Maxwell. This nickname was given to him by another Steam user who created a new 3D model on October 21st. On this model, the cat was sitting in the arms, so in memes and edited videos on YouTube, Maxwell was often depicted sitting in the arms of various characters. In fact, the cat from the memes is called Jess, and she is a girl from the UK. In 2020, the pet's owner, the same VoidHawk42, published a new post. He wrote that his cat, who was 9 years old at the time, became seriously ill. She was diagnosed with a bowel obstruction and the operation cost £1,500. There have been no further updates on Jess's fate. Probably the owner did not collect the money, and the cat died. How the spinning cat Maxwell memes evolved. At the end of October, after 2 cat models were released on Steam, memes with these models began to go viral on YouTube. Users edited different videos with game playthroughs, placing the cat in different locations. One of the first such videos was published by YouTuber Awesome T4M, who placed Maxwell in Half-Life. Then, in early November, various variations of the meme went viral on Twitter and Tumblr. It was there that the cat was first forced to spin to music, which is why the meme is often called Spinning Cat. In November and December, Maxwell the cat took over TikTok. People started making different videos with the 3D model. In these videos, the cat most often swayed to the sides rather than spinning. And it was there that the format went viral, in which Maxwell moves to the tune of The Funky Russian Train. Along with At Big Old Buns, Maxwell is often mistaken for another TikTok cat, Uni. The owners of the latter even published a video of their pet looking at the Maxwell figurine. In mid-December 2022, the Maxwell the cat meme reached its peak of popularity. This happened thanks to the TikTok effect, which allowed you to insert a spinning cat into any video. In less than a month, users shot more than 100,000 videos with this effect. Meaning, memes with Maxwell the cat are another trend in which a funny animal does something while listening to funny music. Thanks to 3D models, Jess the cat has achieved immortality, albeit under a different name. For many, the spinning cat trend is reminiscent of dancing cow memes. At the peak of her popularity, she kicked her legs and twirled in different directions to the Polish song Tylko Jedno W Gaui Mom. This is how the story turned out. Subscribe to my channel and like it if you liked it. Thank you for watching. Once upon a time, we humans foraged mountains high and valleys low in order to appease our rumbling tummies. These days, all we need worry about this scavenging the aisles of Walmart, and while that can be just as wild at times, you can bet that all the food in grocery store is safe to eat, right? Well, let's just say that this video will give you a lot of food for thought. Take this for example. Have you ever noticed a weird wild spot on your banana? Well, I sincerely hope not, as the truth about this white spot, and the other horrifying food-based revelations we have got in store, will truly make your skin crawl. So what are these strange little mounds, and why should you be concerned? Well, these little white growths are actually the nests of spiders, and not just any spider, the Brazilian wandering spider, aka the world's most venomous. Their bite is so toxic that it instantly attacks the nervous system, causing nausea, blurred vision, excruciating pain, and ultimately, death. Rarely will you find them outside of their South American homeland, but due to their love of hiding in dark, moist places, they occasionally smuggle themselves between bananas, where they make the journeys from the tropical regions they're harvested into your local grocery store and eventually your home. In fact, in 2013, A British family had to evacuate their London home as dozens of the deadly spiders sprouted from their bananas. 29-year-old Concy Taylor was midway through eating a banana when she spotted a suspicious white spot on the fruit. Mold, she initially assumed, but on closer inspection, she was horrified to see tiny spiders dropping out onto the table and scurrying around. The Taylor fled to safety and had their home fumigated of these deadly spiderlings. Luckily, even in their natural habitat, only 1 in 500 spiderlings of this species make it to adulthood, and their fangs aren't strong enough to pierce human flesh until they mature, meaning any real danger was fairly unlikely. Still, I don't think I'd have peace of mind until I knew each and every one of the little 8-legged lurkers were disposed of. Okay, so finding a nest of baby spiders is scary, sure, but imagine finding a more developed Brazilian wandering spider along for the journey. Well, this horror story became a reality for a Staten Island family in 2016, as they returned from the grocery store with a little more than they had bargained for. I'll let you see for yourself. If that were me, then let's just say this spider would be very flat and stuck on the bottom of my shoe. The breed of this grizzly spider is unconfirmed, though being from South America, it's likely one of those venomous Brazilian wandering spiders, seemingly the only one of its brood that reached adolescence in its little egg sac apartment. Considering the bite from one of these can ultimately lead to death, the only rational choice here would be to burn the banana and the house along with it, for good measure.
Enjoy watching.
Pictured on $10 and $100 bills, Alexander Hamilton and Benjamin Franklin were never presidents of the United States. The oldest soup discovered dates back to 600 BC. The main ingredient of this soup is hippopotamus meat. Gerbil mice can smell adrenaline, which is why they are kept by airport security to spot unsafe people. A story related to the wedding got into the Guinness Book. The biggest difference in age in marriage was a couple from Malaysia. The wife is 22 years old and the husband is 105 years old. The color blue has a calming effect. When a person sees the color blue, his brain produces calming hormones. Ancient Egyptians slept on stone pillows. The Goliath tarantula is the largest spider in the world. It is able to hunt frogs, toads, lizards, mice, and even small snakes. Men's shirts have buttons on the right, women's on the left. Mendeleev had a C grade at school. Until 1850, for 1 or 2 millennia, the temperature remained relatively stable, but at the beginning of the 20th century, the average air temperature increased by 0.74 degrees Celsius. Chewing gum contains rubber. Your left lung is smaller than your right because it shares space with your heart. The oldest ocean is the Pacific Ocean, about 200 million years old. Most of the water is in the sun. There is water in the form of steam. The owl is the only bird that uses the upper eyelid to blink. All other birds use the lower eyelid. The Romans had public toilets, which were long marble benches with holes in the toilet paper, so there was no stick with a sponge on the end, but these sticks were common. If you are not thirsty, you urgently need to drink water. When the human body is dehydrated, the mechanism responsible for thirst is turned off. In the old days, kolache was baked with a handle resembling a bagel. It was customary to eat kalak by holding the handle, and after eating the handle, throw it away or give it to the poor, hence the expression went to reach the handle. Before the introduction of the tugrik in 1905, the national currency of Mongolia was the dollar.
Please like, share, subscribe.